All right, so I'm sure if you are an adult male, by now you've noticed that there are not many virtuous women around, right? It's pretty hard to find a woman that has a relatively low body count. It's actually much harder now than it was 100 years ago. And a lot of you may think, you know what? I'm just gonna find the hoe that likes me and just settle down with that one. And I understand, you're frustrated. It's really hard to find someone of quality, but I'm here to try to tempt you into not doing that, okay? Because no matter how easy you might think it is to just find a hoe that likes you and then settle down with her, they come with a lot more problems than you might believe. So today I'm gonna list the 9 reasons why you shouldn't date a high body count woman. Okay, the first reason that you shouldn't date a high body count woman is Taco Tuesday. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, if you notice, most modern women these days do not know how to sit the fuck down. They always gotta be outside, especially in the warmer seasons. What does that mean? They're going out Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, even Tuesday, right? And do they dress conservatively when they go out all these days? No. They're dressing very provocatively, showcasing their taco, so to speak. That means that regardless of the relationship she may have with you, she's still gonna have that itch that she needs to scratch. She's still gonna have to go outside. She's still gonna have to be seen by other people. She's still gonna have to feel the attention that she seeks from men, because the relationship with you is not enough. It's never enough for a woman that has a higher body count. They're always seeking more. If that sounds like a fun time for you, then by all means, Godspeed. But me personally, no interesante, okay? But that is the first reason. The second reason why you shouldn't date high body count women, Karma Sutra. Pretty proud of that one. But what do I mean? Well, if she has a high body count, that's a lot of mileage, okay? That's a lot of actions. And every action has an equal and opposite reaction. And if you pile up a large amount of the same amount of actions, you develop sort of a karma, right? And how does that karma manifest in a high body count woman? Well, it means that she no longer has the ability to pair bond with a man, okay? Because women were originally designed to have a low body count, meaning that the first guy she met or the second guy she met, she's most likely gonna fall in love with that guy. That's how it's supposed to work, okay? That's how they're built. Why are they built that way? Because if you fall in love with the first guy that you sleep with and you have kids with him, there's a high likelihood that you're gonna stay with that person until the child grows up. It's a biological mechanism for the betterment of our species. Here's the problem though. When a girl gets a high body count, she loses the ability to stay attached to one guy. And now she's only gonna recognize the exceptional, okay? What does that mean? Either the first guy that's ever slept with her or the best guy that's ever slept with her. If you're not either the first or the best, you're somewhere in the middle, you have no staying power. You're not gonna be able to stay there, okay? What does that mean for you? That means basically that if you're not putting it down in the sack, if you're not beating her high score, right? If you're not top of the leaderboard, she's not gonna be able to have any type of connection with you. Why is that a bad thing? Because pair bonding is the only way to shut off hypergamy. In order for a woman to stop looking for the next best thing, she has to be in love with you. But if she no longer has the ability to be in love with you, she's never gonna stop looking, right? The only way for you to counteract that is if you're the best lover she's ever had, or if you've done something that she's never experienced before. You have to figure out what she hasn't experienced and then try to do that in order to get her to pair bond. And that's a whole lot of work when for a low body count woman, usually just the sex is enough. You don't gotta do all that extra shit, right? Think about it. You're working harder for higher mileage. Is that amazing? Anyway, yeah, so that's another reason why you shouldn't, okay? The third reason why you shouldn't date high body count women, Buster Call. That is a One Piece reference. If you understand One Piece, you should get this reference a little bit more than the layman, but I'll still break it down. What do I mean by Buster Call? Well, simply, every high body count woman has a few men in her orbit, okay? And these men are not men that she's smashed. Well, actually, they could be men that she smashed, but usually they're not. But they're men that want to smash her, okay? This could be coworkers, bosses, friends, exes, ex-situationships, family friends. The list can go on, but usually there's always 1 to 3 busters in her orbit, okay? Now, why is this a problem? Because a lot of the times, let's say, for example, you piss her off, she can call one of these busters and say, hey, this guy, he's so terrible. I hate him. He pissed me off. He did this, he did that. I want you to do something about it. And that buster, that guy that's waiting in the wings is gonna come out of the woodwork and fuck your life up just to get her. Is that a problem that you wanna deal with? You want someone to just come in and blow up your life just because she said so? She's probably not even telling the truth. And here's the problem, bro. Those men, those busters, they're simps. And there's nothing more dangerous on this planet than a simp, okay? Why? A guy that understands women will know that you don't crash out over a woman. A simp never got that lesson. Simps will kill you, they will kill her, and then they'll kill themselves. Most people that are incarcerated today, most men incarcerated today were simps. They crashed out over a woman. And do you really want that type of drama in your life? Is that really worth it? To me, it's not. If you got a bunch of niggas around you just waiting for me to fuck up, I don't want no parts of it. This is not a telenovela. Go ahead, please. I'm not competing with none of these niggas. You crazy? Anyway, the fourth reason why you shouldn't date a high body count woman, Keg the Stallion. Yes, that is a reference to Meg the Stallion. First of all, don't really like her. It's free Tory. He didn't do it, but that's besides the point. What is Meg the Stallion? A liar. Yes, but she's also an alcoholic. And it's well documented. I'm not making it up. You could look at all the court documents or her history. She's confessed to being an alcoholic. So this is I'm not making this up, right? Here's the thing though. That is not specific to her. In fact, most high body count women are alcoholics, okay? Now, it used to be that female alcoholics just drank wine or wine coolers, margaritas, Cosmopolitan, some type of fancy color drink, right? That's what it used to be, the female alcoholic. That's how they used to look. Now, they're drinking Everclear, whiskey, Don Julio, Casamigos, Hennessy, the hard shit, absinthe. What? It's like they inherited their livers from their fathers. I don't understand. It's like they don't. And they're taking 3 shots to the chest, no chasers. It's just not a good look. It's not a good look, right? Why do they do it? Because why does anybody drink alcohol? To run away from their problems, to run away from reality. And the reality is they're not going to be able to attract the same type of men that they could before because of their past. So what do? They drown themselves in drink, right? Now you may say, okay, well, that's not a bad thing, right? I drink too. I don't really mind. Okay. Do you like dealing with drunk women? Do you like dealing with messy, drunk women? Is that your idea of a fun time? Me personally, I'm not interested. I want no parts of it, actually. If you dealt with drunk women before, you know that it is a headache and a half to take them out, to get them back to the car, drive them home, get them into bed. Bro, what? I want no parts of it. I'm not interested. The fifth reason why you shouldn't date high body count women, Bunny Blue. Yes, that is a reference to Bonnie Blue. I'll explain what I mean. Before you met her, she was fucking. While you're dating her, and you haven't made it official, y'all aren't exclusive, she's still fucking. After y'all end, after she leaves, she will still be fucking. That coochie don't get no rest, nigga. She has a minimum of 3 guys on the roster. A minimum of 3. A guy she fucks once a month, a guy she fucks every 2 weeks, and a guy she fucks weekly. Is that the type of coochie that you want to possess? I don't know why I need to even explain this, but guys are really rationalizing, like, yeah, no, I mean, I don't care if she fucks other guys as long as she lets me know. I'm sorry, that's just not me. There's no way you fucked a guy yesterday, coming to see me, I'm spending money on you, taking you out. I still fuck, but then you go fuck another guy. What? I'm just not doing it. And if you think that that's a comfortable situation for you, I don't know what to tell you, bro. This is how it goes with me, bro. If you're dating me, I don't want you fucking other niggas. If you are fucking other niggas, then just leave. I'm not gonna tell you stop. I'm just gonna say then go. I don't do. The sixth reason that you shouldn't date high body count women, Davy Jones' locker. If you're not familiar with Davy Jones' locker, that's just basically the bottom of the ocean. That's what it is. Okay. What happens when sailors die? They end up in Davy Jones' locker. They fell overboard. They sank to the bottom of the ocean. That's what the myth is, right? Now, how does that relate to high body count women? Well, let me explain. I'm going to describe the bottom of the ocean. It's dark. It's deep. It's wet. It's full of fish. A high body count woman's bottom of her ocean is also dark, deep, wet, and happens to have that fishy smell, right? If she doesn't maintain it. And more often than not, if she has a high body count, there's a high likelihood that her pH is off balance, okay? Talking about a pH of 1. Mind you, sulfuric acid pH is only 3, so that's actually, anyway, yeah. If you think that dealing with smelly coochie is your idea of a good time, hats off to you, my guy. But me personally, I don't even complete the mission anymore if that shit smell. If I take the panties off and I'm not even calling her a lift because that's disrespect. The mere fact that you came here stinking is disrespect. I'm just kicking you out. Find your own way home. Just what? Anyway, but once again, that's one of the things you're gonna have to deal with if there's a high body count woman. That's one of the things that you can expect. Unless she is very meticulous with her care and her hygiene, but chances are if she has a high body count, she doesn't really care about a lot of shit, does she? Exactly. The 7th reason why you shouldn't date high body count woman, tech jacket. That is an Invincible reference. If you've watched Invincible, I'll explain. High body count women, they're not like, okay, sometimes they're not the smartest, but when it comes to technology, I'm talking specifically technological appliances and accessories, they are very, very tech savvy. The average high body count woman has at least a phone, an iPad, and a laptop. Some of them have 2 phones, maybe more. Why? Because they need to make sure that their lies match up with their technology. So she may give you her location, but her location is attached to her iPad. Her location is attached to her other phone. Her location is attached to her MacBook. You may ask, hey, yo, give me your phone. Let me see your phone, right? To go through it, just to check if she's on the up and up. And she may give you the clean phone. She has the dirty phone in her panty drawer, right? Or she has all the real business on the iPad or the MacBook, right? And she's never going to show you. Some bitches got Kindles they be doing wild shit on, bro. They got all different ways to cheat. They don't go through the messages or the DMs no more. No, they go through the Notes app. Okay, they have a nigga saved as settings with the settings icon there. So when they're texting, it looks like it's the most search thing says settings. Bro, these women are devious when it comes to technology. Okay, that doesn't mean that they know how to code, right, or install software or nothing, but they do know how to get rid of a nigga trying to find out if she cheats. Knowing that, do you really want to deal with that type of headache, bro? That type of stress? It's just, ugh. Why would you say? The 8th reason why you shouldn't date high body count woman. Trauma mean. What do I mean? Well, about 99% of high body count women have some type of tragic backstory. All these bitches Spider-Man. Somebody died, somebody touched them, somebody hit them, she blacked out one night, she don't know what happened. They all got tragic, traumatic backstory. Here's the thing though. They always make it your problem. I didn't do nothing to you. Why are you making this my responsibility? Oh no, somebody touched you, somebody groomed you, somebody abused you. Oh no, get therapy. Don't put it on me. I didn't do anything, but you're making it my problem. And on top of that, not only do they have these tragic backstories, but they are self-medicating. Every bitch is on anxiety meds and antidepressants, and it's like, brother, they got a whole fucking pharmacy in their bathroom cabinet. They'll wake up in the middle of the night screaming, shaking, shivering, and it's like, ugh, I didn't sign on to be a mental institution. This is not a freaking rehab. Why do I have to deal with this? Because you got problems? I got it? And you want to sign on for that? And the 9th reason why you shouldn't date high body count women. Princess Peach. What do I mean? Well, if you ever played Mario, you'll notice that Princess Peach is always getting kidnapped. Always. By the same nigga. Every time. And she always expects Mario to just come and save her. Every time. And if you are a Mario ass nigga, what does that mean? You gotta storm a bunch of castles. You gotta kill a bunch of niggas. You gotta call your brother to come help you. And every time you get to the end of each castle, she's there waiting, and then she moves to the next castle. And it's like, aren't you a princess? Don't you have guards? Don't you have a moat? Right? Like, why do you keep getting kidnapped by the same nigga over and over and over? I don't understand. It's almost like you want to get caught, right? In the same way, when you deal with a high body count woman, there's always one guy that no matter what she's doing, she could be asleep, she could be at work, She could be driving. She could be dying. If that nigga hit her up, she's on the way. She's going to him. That's the nigga she loves. That's the nigga she got a soul tie with. And you know what's funny? The nigga that she run to, it's never you. It's never you. You could be 6 months, a year and a half, 2 years in. She ain't spoke to this nigga in 2 years. Y'all thinking of baby names and shit. She get that text? Ding. All of a sudden she started acting weird. And it's like, whoa. We were just talking about baby names. Why you acting different? She started an argument for no reason. All of a sudden she said, oh, I can't be here. I gotta go. Disappear. And you're like, what? Everything was good. Where'd she go? She with Bowser, nigga. She's with Bowser. She's with Bowser. Okay? When she's ready to get rescued, she gonna call you. Player one ass nigga, she gonna call you. And let you know to come save her. Okay, Buster? Shit. Anyway, so yeah, that's what you gotta deal with a high body count woman. Now that I've given you not 9 reasons, hopefully, just at least one of them gotta stick. One of them gotta sink in, right? For you to realize that it's a losing game to date a high body count woman, okay? It's a losing game. It doesn't make sense. Is it gonna be harder to find a lower body count woman? Yes. Yes, it is. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. But it's worth it. It's way more worth it. Way more worth it. You rather 10 high body count women or 1 low body count woman that loves you for you? It's not a contest at all. But hey, I'm just here to give you some wisdom, some advice. All right, that's it for today, guys. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm King's Wisdom. If you want to book a one-on-one call, I have a link in my bio. I also have some ebooks to give you some more in-depth advice. Feel free to check those out as well. One of them, I think one of them is free and the other ones aren't, but you do get a discount code as well. So check it out. Leave a comment on your experience with the high body count woman. I want to hear. Tell me your story. You're welcome.